Hey everybody, yes, I know this is a stupid look for me now, but I had to cut it all off. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here to inform you guys about the latest Clipper game with um, KD out going against the Nets. Now, the Clippers, okay, how about this? I'm gonna start from what I saw and then I'll go to the end. The Clippers should have played a lot better. I see that Kauai hit three threes or four threes in the first quarter, first half. Yeah, I would have liked that to continue through the rest of the match. Of course, it didn't realistically, but I think the Clippers as a whole should have performed a lot better offensively. I didn't see too much ball movement. I noticed at the end of the Bucks score in the end, not too many assists. I can't remember seeing anyone with 5 assists or more when I was looking at it in the fourth quarter or late in the third. Um, that was a big issue against the Nets. Of course, with that sort of defense the Nets have, you got to expose them by making a move and making them communicate. Because they certainly don't have the talent to stop too many players, but they definitely have the bodies. Now, I I think the Clippers should have exposed that a lot more. Obviously, with more ball movement. I don't know what wasn't clicking, but of course, the ball wasn't moving as much as it should have been. Clippers should not be playing ISO ball. That was very Doc Rivers like, and they should have escaped from that forever ago. Nick Batum didn't have a good game. I didn't see him stopping so many players. I didn't see him hitting so many threes. This is probably the first time I'm disappointed in Nick Batum from all the games I've seen. Uh, Serge Ibaka didn't do very much either. I can't even point to a span where he stayed on the floor too long. Uh, he was sort of missed in offense and defense. Hopefully he snaps out of it soon because I think it's also been a while since he's been scoring more than 7 points. I definitely want to see more from him. Patrick Beverly played huge again. He played huge against the Jazz. He, in my eyes, played huge against Brooklyn yesterday. I have nothing. I don't have too much bad to say about Patrick Beverly. He's put in the work. You can tell he wants it. He's giving it all. He's really crushing the boards. He almost had a putback dunk over three Brooklyn Nets that are trying to get the rebound. Ultimately, DeAndre Jordan came up with it, but Patrick Beverly fouled him right away. That was a very smart move. I was almost confused because you barely ever see that kind of veteranship. Not so many guys know to foul so quickly, even though he should have fouled DeAndre Jordan. And since I think that was already like less than a minute 20 left in the game, but while I'm already at the end, let's talk about that Kauai offensive foul on James Harden. Terrible, terrible call. The ref should have kept his whistle in his pocket. Should have never blown that because there wasn't too much contact from either player to warrant a foul. At least from what I saw. Some people were saying Kauai was being held by James Harden. I didn't see that. I guess I didn't see the correct angle for that motion. But I definitely don't think it should have been called an offensive foul. Harden sold it way too much. That should be a fine. Because, yes, there was a lift of the elbow, but I don't think it was a shove or any hostile or anything of that nature towards James Harden. So I think that was absolutely ridiculous. You could just imagine how upset I was about the call, but I'm more disappointed that the Clippers didn't take care of business against Brooklyn. Obviously, this is the second time they play with the deteriorated Nets team because I don't think KD played the first time either. I can't remember. But those are two games against Brooklyn that the Clippers lost, and I don't like that one bit. Of course, they both came to the wire, but it shouldn't have. They shouldn't have so much trouble scoring. You know, they shouldn't have so much trouble scoring. They could draw some fouls. I see. There's a lot of guys that could obviously score on ISO games, but ISO play, I should say. But I'm upset that they. Sorry, I didn't sleep much. I'm disappointed that they didn't expose the Brooklyn defense too much. DeAndre Jordan was having a field day in the paint. Just there was like a minute span where he got 2 blocks on 2 different Clippers. Ridiculous. What else did I miss? Luka Doncic is starting over Damian Lillard. I agree with that. The Blazers are doing way better than the Mavericks. Luka Doncic has been underperforming, but he is a more popular name because he's younger and he's like more likable. And I also want to say that it was probably the product of the NBA giving the Mavericks too many national games over the Blazers, because I've seen a lot of headlining Mavericks games, but I haven't seen many headlining Blazers games. So I think that's the league's fault. Beal, of course, getting his first start in 3 All-Star selections. Long time coming for him. Who else? I wish PG was healthy enough to make it to the starting spot, but that's not happening. He did sort of dip after starting strong, but you know, I think he'll bounce back. Obviously he'll still make the All-Star team, but I don't think he's gonna. Obviously not gonna start. LeBron, he got a lot of criticism for passing the ball to Caruso. A lot of people want to say LeBron was open for a bit. Absolutely not. He was not open because 2 Miami Heat defenders were rushing him, Olynyk and Butler. So he saw Caruso after passing Bron, that no one was even facing Caruso. So LeBron sends the ball over to Caruso. He's open at the moment, but he's juggling the ball, and Jimmy Butler's coming in to obviously contest. Caruso misses it. It's nothing on LeBron because Caruso was open for that little window. Caruso had less in his face than LeBron did when he might have just pulled up and just taken a shot. The better shot was Caruso at the corner for a 3, not LeBron at the wing with two defenders in his face. It was the right play. People just want to criticize him, but it was the right play. I don't blame him one bit, and I think the Lakers got what they deserve. Those are my thoughts. What do you guys think? Let me know what I should do next. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out.